asking, happy Father's Day to all of y'all. But most of all, happy Father's Day to our Father in heaven. Don't you know that God loves you so much? He does. And the reason why I say that, because he wanted me to remind you today that he is indeed able. Not your biological father, not the men who are playing father figures in your lives. God said that he's the one that is able. Jesus said, with man it is impossible, but with God all things are possible. And today God said to me through song that he is able. Some of y'all are in a space where you're thinking that it's not going to happen, that it's not going to be fulfilled, that God has forgotten about you, that you should forget about that thing. But God said that he is able. And how did he remind me? He reminded me by song. And this is what I heard. Don't give up on God, for he won't give up on you. He's able. Oh, 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 God is able. Y'all know the song. Then I heard this part. He's going to do just what he said he will do. He will fulfill every promise to you. Don't give up on God, for he won't give up on you, 'cause he's able. Oh, 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 God is able. Maybe you're worried about your light bill. Oh, 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 God is able. Maybe you're worried about your marriage. Oh, 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 God is able. Maybe you're worried about money. Oh. Listen, God is able. I just got off key then. I had to stop there. But in other words, y'all get the point. Listen. Y'all get the point. Y'all can tell I've been talking a lot. I just got out of prayer, so my voice ain't all there, okay? I don't claim to be assumptuous, but God in his ears, I sound like just like his angels, okay? So y'all take all mistakes in love. God heard everything I said in love, okay? But listen, God is able, okay? God is able. That's the point. God is able. God is saying he is able. God said, do not give up on him. Don't do it. God said, don't be weary in well-doing, for in due season you shall reap if you faint not. God said, they that wait upon him, they shall be renewed with strength. And you're going to mount up with wings as eagles. You're going to run and not get weary and walk and not faint. God said, though the vision tarry, wait, because it's going to come to pass. Okay? God said, do not give up on him, because he is not going to give up on you. God said he is unfailing. Okay? Now to God, who is able to do what? Keep us from falling and to present us faultless before the glory. God is not going to fail you. God said, if he said it, he will do it. If he spoke it, he will make good on it. He's not a man that he should lie. God said that his word will not return back void unto him. Don't be disappointed. Man disappoints. Man disappoints. But God said he does not disappoint. When God makes a promise to you, it's going to come to pass. God said whatever he speaks, his word will accomplish that he sent it out to do. And it will prosper in it. So God said, do not give up on him. I know you think this is the last hour for you. You say, I ain't got but this many days to get this together. To get my mortgage together. To get my light bill money up. To get my car note money up. I ain't got but this much time left. You working on a timeline, but God said, get on his agenda. Get on his word timeline. God said he's the redeemer of time. Do not allow man to make you think that God operates on man's timing, and God doesn't. Don't you know God knows how to stand still? In other words, make time stand still for you. Isn't that what Joshua did? I believe it was Joshua. He said, hey, son, stand still. I need to fight this battle. I need to win this battle. So I need this sun to stay up. So as long as the sun is up, I'm going to make sure that I kick the devil's butt, in other words. And the sun stood still. Not because Joshua asked it to, but because Joshua had the wherewithal relationship with God, and you have the same thing. Don't you know you can say, God, I need you to stand this still for me. I need you to stand their timeline still. And God will do it. Some of y'all are operating out of fear because of a deadline. And you should know that that is the enemy. Anything that got you fearful, it is not of God. Anything that got you afraid, it is not of God. The enemy brings fear. He brings fear to bring doubt, and therefore you cannot trust God. And God said, do not give up on him. Okay? I'm already at 5 minutes. God said, don't give up on him. I just keep hearing that in my head. Oh, God's able. Do. God is able. You got to trust him. God said, trust in him with all of your heart and lean not to your own understanding. Forget about what you know about the situation. It's just that simple. Forget about what you know about the situation. Forget about your wisdom concerning the situation. Forget about your knowledge about the situation. Don't you know God said the wisdom of this world is as foolish to him? God said it doesn't matter what you think you know. God said it's about what he knows about the situation. And God has already delivered you. He has already redeemed you. He has already brought satisfaction to your life concerning this thing. Don't allow the enemy to play tricks on your mind. If God say it's done, and he did say it's done, he said everything works together for the good of them that love him. So why in the world are you operating as if it has not been worked out for you? Who am I talking to today? Who am I talking to? I know the word hits me first. When God gives it to me, he's saying, hey girl, you soak this in first. The messenger have to receive the message. The messenger have to believe what God is saying before the messenger can deliver the word. So I'm telling y'all, don't let the enemy steal what belongs to you because of fear. Don't let him steal what belongs to you because of doubt. Don't let him steal what belongs to you because of pride. Okay? Some of y'all are in the situation you're in because you're so prideful. And don't you know prideful is from the spirit of Leviathan? It's also from the spirit of Jezebel. It is. And whenever you cannot humble yourself to be in a situation to realize, you know what, something's going on with me. Why can't I let this go? Why can't I let go and let God? Why can't I let go and let God? Why can't I just see it the way God see it? Why I gotta see it the way the devil is presenting it to me? Isn't that what he did to Eve? He made Eve think that she was lacking something. And he made her talk about it. He made her not only see it, but he made her talk about it. See, when the enemy begins to whisper in your ear, don't you know you're supposed to ignore him? You're supposed to resist him. So when you don't resist what the enemy is speaking in your ear with thoughts and different things, you will begin to talk about it. And that's what the enemy needs. He needs your voice. Because the enemy is powerless. He can't do nothing to you. But he can influence you. He can get you to make the decision. He did not force Eve to eat of the fruit. He just suggested it. He just influenced her to talk about it. And she did the rest. She did the rest. I heard a sermon, what's his name? What is that gentleman's name? Doctor. Oh my goodness. I cannot think of his name right now. But he did a sermon about it a few days or weeks ago. And he put it so eloquently. How he talked about you did it to yourself. What is his name? What is his name, Holy Ghost? I think his name is, I want to say Marcus. It's not Marcus Rogers. I can't think of it right now. But when I get it, I'll put it in the description box. You can go and look at it. But that's what the enemy does. He'll influence you, and then you do the rest. That's why God said we have free will. But you got to make sure that your spirit is more willing than your flesh. God said the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. You got to overpower that flesh. And if you do that, then you'll see the way God sees, and you'll know that your Father in heaven is able, because he is. He's able. God is able. I ain't mean to talk this long. I know they waiting on me to get that cheesecake because I ordered it. Let me get out of here. I hope y'all got it. Just remember, oh, 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 God's able. He's able to do just what he said he will do. He will fulfill every promise to you. Don't give up on God, for he won't give up on you. 'Cause he's able. Oh, 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 oh. Y'all, he's able. Your Father in heaven is able. Trust your Father today. You trust your physical father. So why not trust the one who created you, your soul, mind, body, all of you, who's God of your flesh and of your soul, the one that can destroy your body and your soul. Trust him, and he won't let you down. Because why? He's able. Okay, I'm going for real. Let me go get this cheesecake. I love y'all. Happy Father's Day again. But don't forget about your Father in heaven, because he will fulfill what he's promised to you.